Welcome everyone back to the Macaroni podcast. I'm your host Kyle, accompanied with me and my friends Will and Sal. Say hi, boys.
What's up?
Hello!
Thank you all for joining me and my co-hosts on whichever platform you're on, wherever you are in the world, and whatever phase of life you're in at the moment. Now, boys, before we start this week's podcast, I have a special announcement.
What is it?
We have a sponsorship, boys. Clap it up.
Yo!
Let's go!
Yes, sir!
Now, as a person, I'm always looking for an easy and small way to make a difference in the world, right? And when I think of major problems we face in the world, I think of something like child hunger. And our friends at Free Lunch Coffee have actually found a way to remedy something as big as child hunger with something as small as morning coffee. Our friends at Free Lunch Coffee are on a mission to end hunger from the lives of young children. When you buy just one bag of Free Lunch Coffee, you are also providing 10 meals to children in need. And Free Lunch Coffee gives away 50% of the money they make to end hunger in the lives of young children. Their coffee is specialty grade, certified organic, and fair trade. They offer a 100% money back guarantee for 30 days, and if you don't absolutely love their coffee, they'll give you a full refund. How cool is that? Like full
That
refund.
sounds great.
That's pretty cool. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
The first thing is, why would you ever want a refund for coffee that good? But the main thing is that I'm probably going to get some for my family because, you know, we all want to end world hunger. So, of course I'm going to get some, you know?
Yeah, support the business, you know? And I feel like it makes you feel good just like knowing that you 10 meals to children in need. Wow. They also have some amazing custom made mugs and tumblers that I actually bought a mug, so it's coming in soon. I might do a little product review next week. I don't know. But remember, every purchase from Free Lunch Coffee provides 10 meals to underprivileged children. And Free Lunch Coffee is offering a 15% discount to our listeners by using the coupon code Macaroni at checkout. Check it out at freelunchcoffee.com. I'll leave the link in the description so you can just go there and click on it. But make sure to support the sponsorship, and special thanks to Free Lunch Coffee for sponsoring this week's podcast. Now, boys, let's get right into it. We're gonna do a quote. I think we're just gonna keep this as kind of like a running tradition. We'll start every podcast with a nice little quote. So this week, I've brought you a quote. Now, to no one's surprise, I assume at this point, I couldn't find the author.
You know, the third time's a charm.
You know what?
I will just keep
okay.
it that way.
I will promise you guys this. The next quote I find, I will find the
It's
author.
not gonna have an author because you're not finding it again.
No, but you guys have no faith in me.
We don't. We simply don't.
Oh man.
Like, here, do you want us to have faith in you?
That's true. I might fail you, but our quote actually kind of relates to you guys not having faith in me. It's inhale the future, exhale the past. And let me explain why it relates to you guys not. You guys should just forget about the past, you know, exhale the past. Release the past, you know, let go of that. Give me a second, inhale the future. Come on, guys. I promise. Okay, actually, I will not stop until I find a quote that has a distinctive author that I can find. How about that?
Why don't we let our viewers look for the author? We'll pin that comment.
Yeah, in the comments, if you can find the author to the quote, inhale the future, exhale the past, we'll give you a little give you a little shout out, and we'll just go to you if we need find any quote
We need to find
authors.
quotes and stuff, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, inhale the future, exhale the past. What do you boys take on that?
All right, I'd say my personal idea is that what you want to keep, you want to bring in the future. because the future is what's coming to you. So you're like, hey, I want this future, and then exhaling is like putting out all the bad stuff. So you want to exhale the past.
I mean, okay. How I view it is, don't dwell on the past. So, I mean, like, just let it go and start focusing more on, like, what's to come, like, the future. Just focus on what you're gonna go through instead of focusing on what you've already been through.
Right. So like moving on almost.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. Well, I totally agree with these all the statements you guys just made. I'll give my personal intake on this. It's like Sal said, don't dwell on the past, right? The past is the past. Can't change it. Sorry, boys. If let's say like, okay, let me put it in this perspective. If you start a company, right? Probably 9 times out of 10, your first company isn't gonna be the one that blows up, right? Agreeable?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Because it's all about learning, right? You learn from the past, and then you use that knowledge you learned for the future, right? Learning from your mistakes. That's why people say the only way to have success is to make mistakes, right? So, because you learn from it, you earn knowledge, and this valuable knowledge that you learn, you can put forward into the future, right? Moving onwards, right? So if you start a company per se, like a clothing brand company, right? You're just trying to start a new designer clothing, right? And let's say you got everything right, you thought you had everything right, but then you messed up on one crucial part and the business flopped, right? You couldn't get it out, not enough people wanted to sponsor it, it didn't work out. So this quote is kind of saying, don't dwell on that, right? Take the knowledge, right? So you take the knowledge from the situation, everything you learned, right? The mistake you made, say, oh, this is what went wrong, right? And this is how I can improve. So you take that knowledge, and then you put it into your new brand. You work even harder for this new one. You take what you learned from your mistakes in the first brand, and you put it into the new one, right? That's how you should take every situation, honestly. So, I mean, it's like everything in the past is the past. Can't change it. Simple as that, right? And I feel like a lot of people struggle with that because, and I before I say anything, I am no man to talk about love and relationships, but I feel like some people, they dwell on past relationships. That's why, like, I think there's like, there's like a scary percentage of like people that go back to like past relationships because of them dwelling on it. They're not willing to move on with it. They're not willing to move on.
What do you mean, like go
life.
past, like, oh, like just
like sometimes you just have to accept the fact that like certain things won't go back to like how they used to be, and you just gotta move on. See, because the common thing I feel like is that people dwell on what they used to have, and then they keep thinking back to what they used to have, and they're like, yeah, I want that, but they're only thinking of like the good things, right? So when they dwell on like a bad relationship, that's why there's like that's why you can't criticize someone for going back to like, let's say a abusive ex or something like that, because sometimes it's like they just only think about the good things, and they fail to realize and accept the fact that like certain things just can never go back to how they used to be, and you just gotta move on and go to the next chapter of your life.
That's also similar to negative relationships. They would just focus on like, oh, like let's say someone is having a meltdown because hold on, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, it's like they're just focusing, oh, like this was so bad and stuff. Like, you should just stop focusing on what happened. You should just focus and learn from, well, not really a mistake, or learn from those experiences to have an even better experience than you already had.
Right. And I feel like when people start sticking to like old relationships or like dwelling on the past, that's when bad things can happen, because then you start growing an attachment, and then it's harder to separate yourself, I feel. Because once you start growing attachment to like a person, it's almost like you can't like leave them.
Oh yeah,
like,
but at the same time, it's kind of hard to get out. Like if you think about it.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty hard, but it's just people. I don't want to call anyone out, but it's just people fail to realize.
Alright, we need to get out of this topic before we become a love advice podcast. I don't think that's what we're trying to do here. Well, I mean, we're not really in any position to give out love advice, but yeah. I mean, that was just our little take on love advice. But I think with moving on to a new topic, I do want to talk a little bit about esports, because we never really touched on esports, right? And I don't think in any of our 3 podcasts we've talked about competitive gaming. And I feel like with the current rise of competitive, it's become such a big thing, and I feel like there should be more attention brought to it, because I feel like this could be like an actual job that people consider in the future. Like maybe like 5 years down the line, people might start considering this a legitimate job that you can get.
Competitive gaming?
Yeah, competitive gaming. What do you?
I mean, here's the thing. Not 5 years down the line. No, people right now are already considering the jobs. Like, have you seen how many people online are just like competitive gamers now?
Yeah.
Because if you want to think about it, the compared to actual sports, because here's the thing, even like during Corona, like during this entire pandemic, this is where esports is going to come out the most, because of the fact that you can't run anything IRL. So that means you can barely run any like sports. Like I know you still can, but it's a lot more dangerous. That means that everyone's focus will be put on esports, because I mean they're sitting home all day. Like those are going to do. Like
Right.
they're going to eventually they're going to find YouTube, they're going to find Twitch, and they'll start finding out YouTube Twitch channels and everything.
Right, and you're starting to see this rise in people that normally you would never see in a gaming chair, and they're sitting there gaming, streaming on Twitch, uploading YouTube videos, and trying to become an esports player because of the lockdown. The lockdown opened up. I feel like the lockdown really opened up the whole universe of esports and competitive gaming to.
Well, not really open up, but just like strengthened it by a lot. Like it showed the world. It showed the world, hey, esports is prominent. Like this is extremely prominent.
And it showed the world, yeah, this can be a thing, right? I mean,
because I've heard on even ESPN casters, I've heard them say they've said that esports is the next big thing that's gonna happen in the world.
Yeah.
Because esports is huge. Like we like, for example, like even sports players now, they're playing esports. Like you know Neymar?
Yeah.
You guys know Neymar? He's actually he's a god tier CS player. The game CS:GO, it's a FPS shooter. It's a
Wait, which Neymar though?
Neymar JR from soccer.
Oh, him?
Yeah. He's a prominent CS:GO player. Like he plays with pros, and he's actually like really good at the game.
Wow.
You would never know.
Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah. I think esports opened up a lot of opportunities because of the pandemic, and since everybody has to stay at home, or not even at everybody, but just in general, people just tend to stay at home more, or just need to stay at home. You know, it's like a good thing, like It could be a hobby. It could be something you actually want to do. It's just something good that happened.
I mean, yeah, esports. And I feel like when people game, it doesn't necessarily have to be esports. Like, it can be anything just from wanting to play with your friends, because when you're in this situation like Corona, you can't.
I mean, like, here's the thing, like, you can't go outside, you really can't do it the outside. But at the same time, gaming, it's like online, like you play with anyone across the world. If you think about it, like theoretically, if you don't care about ping internet connections or anything, you can technically play with anyone in the world. Like you play with your friend in like Australia.
Right, and I recently started a like a little Discord server with my friend, and it was purely based on Minecraft and meeting new people through Minecraft, and I've met like a lot of people through this, and they're all over the world. So like when you think of a game as innocent and just as simple as Minecraft, right? And then you think about the community you can build from that, like some people aren't trying to go pro, right? Some people are just trying to have fun. So my intention when I first built it was connect people from around the world, because during the pandemic it's very hard on people, right? We want to make it as bearable as possible, because there's a bunch of people going through depression because they can't meet their friends or not in a good state, right? Because I mean, yeah.
And then we just be like online gaming and stuff, Like here's the thing, like think about like the start of like Fortnite. Like let's bring back like before the pandemic even. Let's bring back to 2018. Fortnite just started booming, and it's the biggest game in the world. Like the old days, like just remember how much fun everyone had playing the game. Like the game when it wasn't sweaty, like everyone just like all like a noob at the game. It was just like the amount of fun everyone had, like especially with their friends and everything.
But now
and the
it's
excitement
sweaty.
when you would get. Yeah.
Now if you play Fortnite, you have to be like the top 50%.
No, it's not that. It's just
skill.
I like a lot of my friends. Like I don't really play Fortnite anymore. I used to like how the second chapter came out and everything. I used to play like the first season 2 going up and stuff.
I play with my best. Like here's the thing. I started playing Fortnite personally. I remember. I think it was one of our friends. Like one of my best friends, he's like, "Hey, we should play Fortnite." I was like, "What's that?" And then we started playing season 3, and then I remember getting my first victory. Getting my first victory. I didn't remember that moment. It was I was playing duos with him. It was just such a hype moment because we were all so happy, just because of the fact that it's a dub. It's a dub.
Yeah, no, yeah. When I first played, it was like season 2. I started. I used to actually watch people that stream the games, and they started playing this game that popped up again. It was a Fortnite. I was like, oh, that looks cool. And when I actually first started watching, I was like, oh, that you probably have to pay for that game. I found out that it was actually free. I started playing, and it was fun and stuff. Like everybody was actually really bad at the game. There was nobody 90s didn't exist and stuff, but it was really fun. But now,
you go into a lobby, you're just going to get pub stomped.
Yeah, yeah, a bunch of people just got tired out of the game, or just played the game, and just don't play it anymore. Now it's full of people that only play it for competitions, or just people who just want to play a game. It's not really full of the players that it used to have.
It lost a lot of the trying to just play with my friends and have fun players.
Yeah.
It's moved into competitive players, like players that are trying to make careers out of this game. And honestly, full respect to them. Full props to esports players, because I have the utmost respect to people that can do what they love most and make a career out of it. Because when I look at these stories that people started a career doing playing video games and stuff, I'm like, I have so much respect for them, because they were able to do what they love and make a career out of it. Not many people can say they do that. So yeah, so honestly, esports is really on the rise recently, because I remember Okay, let's just backtrack a little. Like, let's say 5 years ago, if someone went up to you and said, hey, in about 5 years, you will be considering esports as a job, and let's say you're 18, you'd probably think they're crazy. Just 5 years ago, probably would. And let's be honest, you probably would, because at that time esports wasn't really a thing. Like, content creators existed, right? There were things like playing video games, but it was all just for fun. Like, for people that don't really know too much about the esports community, don't know too much about CSGO or stuff like that.
Now they do.
Well, now they do, obviously, but like 5 years ago, that was unheard of. And then now we went in, and then we hit the roadblock, right? We hit COVID, and then that's when esports spiked, right? That's when it went up. That's like when everyone started talking about it legitimately, right? That's when they started taking it seriously. Not saying they weren't taking it seriously before, but more people were introduced to this world called esports. Speaking of sports, and moving away from esports because I don't want to be talking about esports the entire time, but speaking of sports, like physical sports, Super Bowl. By the time the viewers hear this, Super Bowl's already decided. It's been a couple days already, and but we thought we'd probably record it and give our opinion on the Super Bowl, who we think's gonna win. We'll pull up some betting odds too, but boys, the $1 million question: who do you think's gonna win? Bucks, Chiefs?
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I don't keep up with sports at all. So I Kyle, can you explain to me? Can you explain to me these two different teams?
I don't know these two teams very well. I know Chiefs are like an all-threat team, and then they recently got a nice rookie running back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and so they have a good running back. Which before, I mean, not saying Damian Williams wasn't a good running back. It's just now I feel like they kind of have a core running back, which is good. So now they've established a passing game and a running game. So now it's like they have so many weapons. Their offense is very talented. Buccaneers, you know, they got the GOAT, Tom Brady. Been in, what is this? Is like 10th no. I have lost track. He has been in so many Super Bowls. But Tom Brady, you know, his name speaks for himself. Iconic, but the GOAT. If you guys need some help deciding, so Chiefs are the favorites. The betting odds right now, Kansas City Chiefs are -3. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are +3. So Chiefs are the favorites going into the game. However, a lot of people are saying that, you know, Tom Brady's been an underdog before. You know, he's been in so many Super Bowls. He's had a lot of experience. So they're saying his experience will outride the young, gritty, talented Kansas City Chiefs team. Now, if you're wondering who I think will win, personally, me, I think I'm gonna go with the majority here. I think the Chiefs will pull out the victory, but I do not think it'll be a easy match for the Chiefs. I think this will go down to the wire, and we'll just see, because this will be an interesting game, as Tom Brady, you know, he's getting older. It's only getting older, so
damn.
I mean, okay. As much as his age is people think is an issue, I mean, if you really think about it, they always have to stay conditioned and fit. So I don't think any of his, like, I still think he's a good player and stuff. But yeah, you're right. How the Chiefs have all this has had that change. They could possibly have the upper hand.
Right, and I feel like, well, Then again, yeah, I'm reading. So yes, I was right. Tom Brady will making his 10th Super Bowl appearance, but he has, and I'm not taking anything away from Tom Brady, but like, yeah, 10 Super Bowl appearances. That's a lot of experience. But the Kansas City Chiefs are just such a good team. I mean, they have so many weapons. You think Tyreek Hill's one of the fastest, if not the fastest player in the NFL. Travis Kelce, probably the best tight end in the NFL, considering George Kittle didn't really do good this year because he was kind of sidelined most of the year. And then they got a good running back, young running back. They got another fast player, Mecole Hardman. The team has loads of arsenal. That's like that. They're like a fighter jet with like 18 machine guns on it. They have a lot of weapons, right? The defense, I haven't watched too many Kansas City Chiefs games, so I can't really give a clear assessment on how their defense is. But yeah, I do believe that the Kansas City Chiefs will come out with the win, and but I feel like Sal here, they can have people can have their different opinions, but for me, I see Kansas City coming out in a tight game down to the wire, but Kansas City pulls out. That's for me at least. Now I think I'm gonna move a little bit away from Super Bowl here. I'm gonna move into the other side of the spectrum. I'm actually moving back into gaming. Well, not really necessarily like esports, but gaming in general. Dream, Minecraft YouTuber. You guys all heard of him, right?
Yeah.
He's had a big week so far. Dropped a song, and he uploaded the Speedrunner versus four Hunters grand finale. So he's been on a roll. He dropped a song. He had uploaded a video. So it's like band's got a lot of Dream content this week. Have you guys heard the song?
No, I have not.
Personally, no, I have not heard
caught
the
up
song yet.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, we can't listen to it on the podcast because it's probably copyrighted. But I'll make sure that you boys listen to it after we're done with the podcast because it's a good song. I'm gonna be honest, it's a really good song. Just the chorus and then the beat. It's a good song. I won't say too much because I want you guys to hear it raw. So speaking of things that happened a couple days ago or recently, February 4th was my man William's birthday. William?
Yo!
Happy birthday.
I mean,
William turned...
Thank you!
Yeah, so it was... How old did you turn, William?
I turned 15.
15, William's 15th
Imagine.
birthday, so it was a big day for William. We're really happy for him and proud of William
appreciate it a
for
lot.
everything he's done. And he's just... Yeah, we're just happy that... happy for him on his birthday, and we were all there to support him, so that was fun. Now, speaking of something new, actually, Mark Rober uploaded.
Oh yeah.
Rarely
Damn.
uploads, but
How
when
long?
he does, always a banger.
They're
8 hours ago,
they're-
and he already has 3 million views. But the
I've
video's
seen the
titled.
Video. It's a really good video.
The video's titled "World's Longest Field Goal: Robot versus NFL Kicker." I'm assuming it's because Super Bowl's coming up and you want to do the NFL stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the reason why he's filming that video. But I haven't watched it. I think you two might have.
Yeah, I have. It's honestly a really good video.
Yeah. Well, I don't want too many spoilers because I wanna
All
save
right,
it
I
for
won't.
a fresh premiere. First time watching it, so I wanna. I'm so like Mark Rober. I feel like has made such a big name for himself, just like doing these science videos, and then like it's so entertaining, and you gain like so much knowledge from it too. It's like you're really learning, and like it's like science incorporated with entertainment, and he does such a good job of like keeping people entertained. These videos are always like, he has the greatest ideas, and it's always relevant, like NFL kicker, Super Bowl weekend, it's always relevant. So
and also like many of his videos are also environmental friendly and help out the world.
yeah, the Mark Rober's making big moves. He's a big. Mark Rober is just such a great creator. Honestly, he's one of my favorite creators on the platform. He seems like such just a wholesome guy. You know, makes great content, and I feel like everyone who watches it enjoys his content. So
Yeah.
Now I am I'm gonna speak on something that is a couple days old, but I think like 3 or 4 days ago, Logan Paul uploaded a video titled hold on, let me just pull up the title.
He spent like $2 million on Pokemon cards.
Yeah, it was. I spent $2 million on Pokemon cards. $2 million.
That's
When
does
you're
he even
just
like Pokemon?
Yeah,
he does. No,
he does.
he's like a big
He's Pokemon
Pokemon
enthusiast.
fanatic. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, if I'm him, this was the smartest thing he could have done. And
No,
okay,
here's the
actually
thing.
no.
You know why it's not
Spending
so
$2
smart?
million was not a smart move. Okay, I do not endorse spending $2 million. No. That's not what I meant. What I meant was
No.
from
Actually, no.
a standpoint
His way, no,
of like.
no. You have to, Kyle, you have to understand. His way is smart. You know why? He bought $2 million worth of packs for good deals. And the thing about it is he's auctioning off like packs, like each pack. This is for a few. He's actually auctioning off each pack to open on YouTube. Not only does this gain him attention and views and like revenue and everything, but this also gets him his money back because of the fact that
Right.
people bid for the packs itself, and they also get the fun and joy of opening up the cards themselves. You know?
But like $2 million, that's a lot, dude. Like people don't even make that in their entire life. He just blew it on Pokemon cards in 3 months.
Let's be honest. It's Logan Paul. Like,
yeah, it's Logan Paul. I didn't expect anything less, honestly. So, yeah, but I mean, I watched the video, and we have been given a date. He's gonna have another legendary live stream, and this is why I said it's smart, because he's gonna ride this Pokemon wave from his last live stream, which he had like 300,000 viewers at one time. Crazy. But he really brought a big attention to the Pokemon world, and gave us a date, February 27th, which just so happens to be 2 days after my birthday. My birthday is on February 25th. It's cool. Me and Will have our birthdays in the same month, but yeah, February 25th. So it's 2 days after my birthday. Logan Paul is doing a Pokemon card live stream. He's gonna be opening them up. I'm not sure if he's opening up all 6 that he bought or just 1. I'm not sure.
Yo,
but,
no, you should bid a pack.
Bid a pack.
You should bid for a pack
I think
with the birthday money.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was, dude, it's probably so expensive though, dude.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, it was probably
$20,000.
Hold on, so I want one of you guys to quickly go to his video and pull up the link. I just want to see how much this bid goes for, because I wouldn't be surprised, hold on, if this bid was like insane amount of money.
I mean, I would say this is like a huge amount of money, but let's be honest, it's Logan Paul. He does creator stuff. Like, although this might be like a decent amount of money to him, this isn't like too much. Like, if you think about it.
Right.
Because here's the thing, he's probably gonna make it all back in revenue.
True.
Or like he's gonna make it most back. Like he's probably gonna make like double in revenue.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention February 27th is also a celebration of Pokemon's 25th anniversary. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's why he's doing
that's
on
why
that
it's
day.
hosting that day.
Right, yeah. Jeez, man. Logan Paul. It's kind of carrying the Pokemon world right now. But yeah, apparently you can go and actually purchase the packs, like which one you
Oh
think
yeah.
Charizard will be in.
No. Look, okay. So I actually used to have first edition Pokemon cards.
Really?
A whole binder. Yeah, a whole binder.
Did you hang on
News.
to it?
No, I lost it.
Oh, dude.
No,
That must be
no.
worth something.
No, yeah. As soon as I found out about it, I don't even remember if I just lost it in my house or if I gave them away. But now I'm thinking, I was like, if for by any chance I actually gave them away, I wonder what that person would be thinking. I'm like, oh, these cards are worth something.
Like good cards, or like really good cards.
Okay, some were actually really good cards. I don't really remember, but yeah, I used to have really nice cards.
That's unfortunate, dude. If you find them ever, or you might have given them away, but if you do end up finding them, bro, like, I'm just saying, we should probably bring them on the podcast. You can read off a couple of them.
Auction them off in the podcast.
we can search up the prices.
Search up
that'd
the
be fun.
prices.
Because if they're good cards, then here's the thing: you can sell them, and you can buy your PC that you want. You know, like more funds toward the PC.
True.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember if we mentioned this in the first podcast. I think we did, but Sal, he has a goal, trying to get some money to get a new PC. Then he can run some big games, and then he can run some games with us when we're just.
I can't even run games on the PC I have. It's not really even a PC. It's an old HP Windows 7 laptop.
But I mean, hey, we make it work. Make it work. Yeah, so you know what, Sal, I feel like, you know what, no, the best way you can support Sal right now is using the code Macaroni at checkout on Free Lunch Coffee, because every sale,
You know, I mean,
helps
like
us.
it supports us, and also supports like hunger. Like, come on.
It supports
So when-
world hunger. So I mean, if you're not,
When?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If you're not using code Macaroni at checkout and not buying coffee, I mean, you're not supporting world.
I mean, that's okay. Like, come on, Cloud. That's
Okay.
Like,
That
not
was-
everyone
that
has.
was-
Not
that
everyone
was
has
a
to
joke.
buy it.
That was
But
a
you know,
joke.
Don't make
just
me
don't
feel
have
bad.
completely.
You don't have to, but it is. We highly suggest you go and try out some premium coffee. Maybe get it for a friend, maybe get it for a family member, and hey, just remember,
Get it for
every
yourself,
bag
you
of
know?
coffee you get is supporting 10 meals for underprivileged children. So that's always a great cause to be supporting. We will be supporting the cause. Maybe next time we might be drinking some of the coffee, giving a little product review. Might be fun. Anyways, I think that is all we really have to say. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. If you guys have, once again, if you have any, if you can find who said that quote, it would be much appreciated. We'll give you a little shout out in the next podcast, but yeah, it would be much appreciated if you could provide us with the author on that, because I obviously do not know how to search through Google correctly.
You know, maybe we can't find it. That's fine, because we're keeping this tradition. Kyle can't find
It
quote.
might become
And
a
he can't find the author.
it might become a tradition. It's gonna become a tradition that I don't think I'll be proud of, but it might become a tradition. I'll work hard to find it, but to find the next one. But if I can't, you know the drill. Just hop in the comments, Search through Google. I'm sure you guys are probably much better at finding people's quotes than I am, but go through Google, find the author, put in the comments, and we'll give you a little shout out next podcast. So that'll be all for us today. Once again, we want to thank our sponsor, Free Lunch Coffee, for sponsoring the video, because we're very thankful that they are believing in us and giving us the opportunity to promote their brand. So it's always fun. But that'll be it for us, boys. You got anything else to say?
No, that's it.
I mean, all I have to say is I really hope you guys enjoyed. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys had fun listening to the podcast. I hope it was entertaining, and I hope you guys all have a good day and do well what you're doing and to continue.
Right. Much love from us. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night or morning. I don't know. It's wherever you are in the world. That'll be it for us. Signing off. We'll see you next week. See ya.